Media literacy and literacy in general is dying all across the planet, especially on the internet in the United States of America. When it comes down to literacy in general, it really breaks down in the sense of understanding. What it takes to understand literacy is to understand literacy. And the problem lies in that the majority of adults, not children, adults on the planet Earth have a 7th grade and 8th grade reading level, right? And so what that means is that you can read what I'm saying, you can hear what I'm saying, but you can't fucking understand what I'm saying. And this goes on to the point where people are hearing things in which those things aren't being said because they cannot understand what's being said. And I got a great example for this, right? I made a video on YouTube talking about how people were talking down on people that have jobs on the internet. And there was this rapper in which he fell off and people were like, oh, look at him, he's working a job now. This fucking idiot underneath my comment says that, oh, people only go to work jobs for money. You don't understand that? You're fucking stupid as hell. And I said, bam, right there. You don't understand media. You are hearing the words I'm saying, but you can't understand it. Chat, go watch the video back. Nowhere in that entire video, nowhere in the title, nowhere in the description, nowhere in the comment section did I say anything about people only working their job because of money and people hating their jobs. I didn't say that fucking sentence at all in that entire video. But the problem lies in that the guy that watched that video, he understood what I was saying. He understood I'm speaking English to him. He's reading the captions on the screen. It's English, but he's not really understanding what I'm saying in the sense that he can comprehend the opinion that I am trying to tell through the fucking video. He cannot break down media in front of him. And that is a insane, scary thing in which we're witnessing on a global level on the internet. A lot of people will watch a video that's in the same language as them. A lot of people will read a book, read an article that's in the same language that they've been speaking their entire lives and not fucking understand it. That is the lack. You are lacking media literacy in which you don't understand what you're actually reading. And so what happens is people will take an opinion from the media that they just took in and they'll go on and say something completely unrelated to the media. And it's scary because we're seeing that all across the world, man. Even on my TikTok page, I'll make a video and people will come up with some different fucking opinion that has nothing to do with the video at all. And I say, oh my God, you're not comprehending the words coming out of my mouth. We speak the same language. It would be one thing if you didn't comprehend and I spoke Spanish and you spoke German. We're both speaking English. We are native English speakers. The first language we learned was English. And you don't understand the words coming out of my mouth. You hear it, you can read it, but you can't understand it. And that part is scary in general, man. And it's just insane because I looked at the comment, I said, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And I see a lot of comments like that, not on this page, but on my YouTube and TikTok. And I'll see comments and I'll say, oh my God, you don't even understand what's coming out of my mouth. Like I'm speaking English, but you don't understand it. And it's in the sense of, I wouldn't be upset if you were a child. If you were in 7th grade and you said this shit, okay. If you were 16 years old and you said this shit, okay. You're a 30-year-old man that doesn't understand or comprehend media. You lack media literacy in which you can't comprehend the media that you are watching. And you're completely coming up with a different opinion around the media in which the media itself had nothing to do with what you're saying. It's just insane, man. And I think the main culprit of this is social media in general. Chat, back in the day when I was a kid, I was born in '01, right? So I kind of grew up with the internet, but not with the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, there wasn't really internet when I was, I guess, 5 years old. There was internet, it was a dial-up or some shit. I'm not old enough to remember that. But I remember like the first iPhone coming out. I remember like the first touchscreen phone coming out, right? And so I kind of grew up with the internet, and the early stages of it, it was a tool to help us, especially in school. Oh man, you can do this, you're on a computer, bada bing, bada boom. But even then in school, we still had hands-on writing. We still had hands-on reading. We were reading physical books with our hands, with our eyes. And we had teachers explain us the media that we were reading because they went to universities and they knew more than a fucking fifth grader, right? The problem lies now that the teachers aren't teaching the kids, and nor is anybody teaching the adults. You have a lot of adults out here that barely passed high school, barely passed middle school, and they're now in their late 30s, their late 20s, early 20s, whatever the fuck, and all the media that they're consuming comes straight from a phone. And the thing about that is that if you have the skills to understand the media, there's no problem. The problem lies in that the people that are reading these things on their phone are not understanding anything, and they're coming up with completely different opinions, and they're stating this that has nothing to do with the actual media. And what starts to happen is it's a hive mind, and it spreads. And so at first, when you were in school, you said something, oh, you didn't understand it, people would just be like, okay, you didn't understand it. Now on the internet, if you have a following, if you have enough likes on a comment, if your comment has got a lot of popularity to it, that influence of the comment itself can spread out and create its own narrative that doesn't have to do with anything the media stated. That is scary, chat, in the sense of I can make an opinion on media that has nothing to do with the media at all, and people will go along with it. That is fucking insane, chat. And that's where media literacy is dying completely, because a lot of people aren't willing to learn the media that they're watching or reading. A lot of people will go straight to the comments and they'll get a summarized version of it, or they'll go by and say, give me the AI version of it. I don't want to watch this entire movie. I don't want to watch this entire video. I don't want to read this entire book. Give me a summary of it. And the summary itself could be fucking completely wrong, and now you've got a completely wrong summary that you're making a completely wrong opinion off of. Completely fucking cooked is what I like to say. But yeah, man, it's getting scary out here, and I just had to make a video on this because I've been seeing it all across the internet with gaming, with commentary videos, with people in general just don't understand what they're reading. They're reading it, but you're not understanding it. Kind of sad, man, but that's all I gotta say. Bye.